this is Scar for Sign 5 here. It's that time again to go back to school, in this case for college. So I've put together a list on Amazon of some of the products that I found really useful during my 4 years of college. I recently graduated college, so I have firsthand experience, still really fresh, of the stuff that actually helped me through college. I got some practical stuff for you guys, some tech materials, since this is kind of a tech product reviewing channel, that I found really useful. And then of course some of the more less essential items, but I think you guys will really benefit from these as well. So I guess this is kind of geared towards people who are just going to college, but there's a lot of these items here will also benefit you if you don't have them and you're in your second, sophomore, junior, or even your senior year of college, that you might want to consider. So first off, I have already made a whole video on some of the products that survived my entire 4 years. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it in the description and also at the end of this video, just to give you a little bit more details on some of the items that actually lasted throughout the whole 4 years. But I've also included the majority of those items featured in that video right here in this list, which I'll be posting in the description so you guys can take a look at it on your own time. But just to go over some of the things and highlight some of the products that I found that really benefited me. For one thing is, if you're moving in, I'd say the first few items are really essential for you. First of all, you're not going to be provided a desk lamp, especially if you're living in a dorm, or even if you're living off campus. If you don't have a desk lamp, I really recommend this one. This is a Conoco LED lamp. They might have changed the branding name, but it works the same way. It has several different dimmable options, so you can use it as a light lamp for studying, for reading, everything. So I think it's a really great all-around LED lamp, and obviously since it's LED, it doesn't consume a lot of energy. And another big thing is to stay hydrated in college, because even though if you go to a small college, you'll still be walking in between buildings for classes. So staying hydrated is really important, and one way to do that is to have a Brita pitcher, so it has be able to have some nice filtered water wherever you go. And then obviously you want to carry a water bottle with you, and I recommend this thermos intake water bottle. It's a really nice open spout design. That way it's really easy to clean, and then you keep it mold free for the most of the part. And then in college, if you don't know already, most of the time you'll just be taking notes either on your laptop or in a notebook, and very rarely do you get papers. But when you do, I would recommend you get one of these like accordion style file organizers, because since you're not getting that many paper anyway and you're only taking a couple classes, this is a really nice way to organize all your papers in just one simple package. And then if you're looking for a new backpack for school, I recommend the High Sierra Loop backpack. This is the backpack that lasted me all 4 years. It's a really great spacious backpack that I found that's really good on the shoulders, and it has plenty of space for all this and pockets and organizers to fit all your stuff. And then if you're in a rainy season, I think pretty much everywhere rains besides maybe California. If you're in a downpour, this Camelback rain cover will really save your stuff. So this just wraps around your backpack. It's really easy to take on and off, just to help you if you're don't have an umbrella or you forgot it that day, that you can quickly not get your assignments wet, or protect your laptop if you're carrying it in your backpack. And another thing I found is really helpful is this whiteboard. It's a really small personalized one, so if you needed to just do some really quick scrap notes or quick calculations, you just write on hand. You don't need to save it or anything. I think this little whiteboard is really handy. And then in terms of organizing your stuff, these fabric boxes that I have here, there's one that's more expensive, and then there's a smaller one that's less expensive. These are really helpful if you're just moving in your things, and it's also good for organizing your stuff if you wanted to keep it in its full expanded form. Otherwise, you can actually collapse it and easily store it anywhere, so I really recommend those. As for more permanent fixture, you can get this cabinet organizer. This one also has several different sizes, so you can pick the one that fits your needs. It's really great to hold all your other stuff, and especially if you're living with other people, like a dorm, or even at the house with other people, having a nice shower caddy to put all your shampoo and stuff so you can easily take it in and out of the bathroom with you is also really helpful. And depending on where your campus is located, personally, I went to a school that was not really located in a safe neighborhood, so I always carried a small can of pepper spray with me, and I really like this one because it has a little handle strap. If you are like to go out running or something like that, it's also handy to have just a mace or pepper spray with you. And in terms of a little bit more personal hygiene, I have the spray-on deodorants and also a can of the travel size Febreze that never hurts to have on you. And then in terms of backing up your stuff, I say it's really important because if you watched my previous video, I did had an issue with my hard drive on my computer, and I was so glad that I had a backup drive that was able to keep all my previous documents, photos, and everything safe when that crazy occurrence happened. So I always recommend to have a backup drive, and with a backup drive, you need to take care of it. So I also have a case for it. It's really cheap that you can put your backup drive in. And then all these other stuff down here, I would also really recommend, and some of them get a little bit more expensive, so base it off your own budget, but also consider saving up for some of these items because, again, I don't put these on here for no reason. So here I would say definitely have a power bank on you because you never know when your phone dies. It's always great to have a backup battery. And then Swiss Army knife, you have no idea how often this came in handy, just having an extra pair of scissors, knife, cork, wine bottle opener is really handy as well. And then you also have, if you are a photography enthusiast or you want to take your photography, videography to the next level, I recommend having the phone adapter here, the square jellyfish phone mount, and also a Joby Gorilla Pod, so you can hook this thing up to like a tree branch or something like that to get some really nice shots. And then here, some of the headphone recommendations that I have. I always say go wireless these days. With the Bose, this is a noise canceling headphone. It's really great. So especially if you're living with other people in a dorm, for instance, if you want to study in peace and quiet, this is an amazing thing to happen. And right now it's really cheap. It's under $300. Usually it's like $50 more. And then for wireless options, depending on how much you're willing to spend, if you like to work out, I would recommend this one. Again, it's very similar to the Apple AirPods, except it kind of doesn't have as many features as the Apple AirPods. But again, this is wireless Bluetooth earphones, really handy. And then if you guys don't know about AirPods, these are also really great. Again, most of these items I've done a full video reviews on, so just check out my channel if you are interested in any of these in more detail. And if you are in any kind of STEM major, I would recommend this particular scientific calculator. Funny enough, there are certain classes that just don't allow you to use graphing calculator because they're programmable. So if you want a calculator that would pretty much be qualified for any class, I would recommend this TI 36X Pro. And then for your entertainment, and you definitely want to take a break from studying, obviously, I got some options here. I have the Roku streaming stick, which I'll be doing a video up really soon. I've been loving it so far. If you bring any kind of TV or projector to your dorm or whatever, it's really great to just plug it in and you can have access to a bunch of free streaming channels. If you have Netflix or Hulu subscription, you can play it on this as well. It's a really tiny package to get all of your media needs. And here are just some of the board games, card games I really enjoy. Taboo is a great group game. Actually, all of these are obviously group games. And then finally, these items may not apply to everybody, so that's why I put them last. But in terms of if you have an iPad, I found this really easy because I had a bulky laptop myself. But having an iPad just to take notes on was really handy. And these two I found were really awesome keyboard cases. So this one, it has back lighting. It has different lighting modes. It even has different colors. And it feels really sturdy. And this is basically to really convert your iPad into a full laptop. And then this one I really like because of the swivel design, so that way I can easily swivel it to the other side if I want to do some kind of presentation or something. So this has more angle options. That's why I really like this one. And then this one doesn't have backlighting, which is why it's a little bit cheaper. So it depends on what you guys want. And then these ones, this is a Bluetooth beanie. So if you're living in cold weather or you know that you will eventually need something to protect your head from the cold, I recommend this one because it also not only is a beanie, but it also able to play music, and it's actually pretty decent sound quality. You can check out my full review on this one if you're not convinced. And this one is if you bike, and it has built-in lights in the back, so that's really handy if you're, biking in low light conditions or at night. And then finally, I really love this if you love guitar and you don't want to bring your full guitar with you. This is an electric acoustic guitar that's a travel size, so you can see in my review video how it's able to actually store up in a really small space, but it has a full length fretboard, so you don't need to worry about your hands being more crammed than usual, but it's really portable. So I really love this guitar. I think it's well worth the money if you are one of those people who travel a lot. and you want to have a really small portable guitar with you. So that's the end of the list for now. I definitely will be continuously adding to this list. I'll again put the link in the description so you guys can take a look at it for yourselves. The reason why I made it on Amazon is if you're even already in school and man, you forgot something, then you can just easily order it off Amazon. They deliver pretty much everywhere. So hopefully this was beneficial. If you guys have any questions about college or anything else, just leave it in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, Skyforce95, if you haven't already, to get more content like this. Or if you're watching this on Amazon, head over to my channel URL right here, or just search it up on YouTube, Skyforce95. There you'll see a bunch of my product reviews and unboxings. Feel free to browse, or if you want to search for something specific, just hit that search field. That'll do it for this video. This is Skyforce95. Thanks for watching.